Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Sip and Talk, where we like to, you know what we like to do?
Dive deep.
We dive deep. And this time I'm really excited because we got a brand new look.
Oh, yeah. Did you see it?
It's amazing. It's so cute.
So we were messing around with ChatGPT and its new image generator thing.
Oh.
And we said, hey, can you make us a Ghibli-style logo for the deep dive?
Right.
And the result is seriously adorable.
Right.
It's just really, really cute.
It is.
So we're super excited about it. What do you guys think?
I love it.
Let us know.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah, we're really digging it. So, but as much as we could sit here and gush about our new logo all day,
Sure.
we actually have a seriously deep dive planned for you today.
Okay.
We're going all in on Studio Ghibli.
Oh, wow.
And the legend himself, Hayao Miyazaki.
So we've got a ton of fascinating stuff to cover, like how the studio actually came to be.
Mm-hmm.
Some really interesting trivia about Miyazaki.
Okay.
The relationship between the two of them. And we're also going to try to tackle a question that I think has been on a lot of Ghibli fans' minds, which is, why does Miyazaki keep saying he's retiring and then not really retiring?
Yeah, that's the big question.
Like, he keeps coming back.
He does.
It's kind of like when you say you're going to take a break from something, but you just can't.
Oh, yeah, like chocolate.
Like chocolate, exactly.
Try to quit, and then you're like, no.
Yeah, I need it. I need it.
Yeah, you need that little.
So we're going to approach this with our usual curiosity.
Okay. Maybe
even related to our own lives a little bit.
I like it.
But first, we got to start at the very beginning.
At the beginning.
The birth of Studio Ghibli.
Okay.
So picture it, Tokyo, 1985. The stage is set for three absolute titans of animation to join forces.
Oh, this is exciting.
Hayao Miyazaki.
Okay.
Aizo Takahata.
Okay.
And Toshio Suzuki.
Okay, so these are our key players.
Key players. These are the names you need to remember.
Right.
They are the dream team behind Ghibli.
The Avengers of Animation.
Exactly. Now, the name Ghibli itself is pretty cool.
I always love that name.
It's Italian.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And it means hot desert wind. So they chose it because they wanted to symbolize this fresh new wave.
Okay.
This exciting gust of air blowing through the anime industry.
Like a shakeup.
Exactly, a shakeup. And get this, it also reflects Miyazaki's lifelong love for aircraft.
Oh, really?
Ghibli was actually the nickname of an Italian World War II reconnaissance plane.
Wow.
So the name has this beautiful blend of new beginnings and this personal passion.
Yeah.
It's kind of poetic.
It is. It's really cool.
Right. And here's a funny little tidbit.
Okay.
When they first wrote Ghibli in Roman letters, they got it a little wrong. They went with Giburi.
Okay.
Which then morphed into Jiburi. And they just never corrected it.
They just rolled with it?
They rolled with it.
I kind of love that.
It's like a little historical oopsie that became part of their identity.
It's so Ghibli.
Right. So they started out in Kichijoji, which is a really cool part of Tokyo.
Okay.
But in 1992, they moved to Kogane City, which is where they're still based today.
Okay.
And over the years, their studio structure has kind of evolved. So initially, they were part of Takuma Shoten, which is a big publishing house.
Okay.
Then in 2005, they became independent.
Wow.
Which must have been huge for them.
Yeah, like spreading their wings.
Exactly. And most recently, in 2023, they joined forces with Nippon Television Holdings.
Okay.
So the current leaders are Hiroyuki Fukuda as president, the one and only Koshio Suzuki as chairman, and Hayao Miyazaki himself is the honorary chairman.
So he's still involved?
He's still there.
That's awesome.
He's the godfather.
The godfather of Ghibli.
Now, from the very beginning, Ghibli has been all about creating original animated films. They weren't just adapting existing manga all the time.
Right.
They wanted to tell fresh new stories.
That's bold.
It was a bold move.
Yeah.
Now, before Ghibli even officially existed, Miyazaki had this massive hit with Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind in 1984.
Okay, I've heard of this one.
Now, technically, this wasn't a Ghibli film.
Right.
But the money it made was huge.
Okay.
And it helped fund Takahata's documentary, Yanagawa Horiwari Monogatari.
Wow.
And that whole experience kind of sparked the idea to create a studio where they had more creative freedom.
Oh, that's cool.
So in a way, Nausicaa was like the wind beneath Ghibli's wings.
I see what you did there.
I couldn't resist.
Very clever.
So their first official film as a studio was Laputa, Castle in the Sky in 1986.
Ah, classic.
And then 1988 was a big year.
Okay.
They released two films. Miyazaki's My Neighbor Totoro.
Everybody loves Totoro.
and Takahata's Grave of the Fireflies.
Oh my gosh, such tearjerker.
I know, I still can't watch it without crying.
So powerful.
Now, funnily enough, these two films didn't actually do better than Nausicaa at the box office right away.
Oh, really?
It took a while for them to really catch on.
That's interesting.
But then came 1989.
Okay.
And Kiki's Delivery Service.
Another favorite.
Changed everything.
Really?
It was a huge success financially. And it allowed Ghibli to do something that was pretty groundbreaking.
Okay.
They started employing animators as permanent staff.
Oh, wow.
With monthly salaries.
That's amazing.
Instead of paying them per frame, like a lot of other studios were doing at the time.
Yeah.
So that meant more job security for the animators and more creative freedom.
That's so important.
And unlike a lot of other anime studios that relied on TV series, Ghibli was all about those theatrical releases.
The big screen experience.
Yeah, they really believed in that.
Yeah.
And then in 1996, they teamed up with Walt Disney Japan.
Oh, wow.
For international distribution and video releases.
That's
how so many people outside of Japan discovered Ghibli.
Through those VHS tapes.
Yeah.
I remember those.
Exactly. And the Ghibli world expanded beyond just movies.
Okay.
In 2001, the Ghibli Museum opened in Mitaka.
Oh, that's on my bucket list.
If you ever get the chance to go, you absolutely have to.
I've heard it's amazing.
It's magical.
Yeah.
It's like stepping into their imaginations.
Wow.
And then more recently in 2022, Ghibli Park opened in Aichi Prefecture.
What?
A whole theme park.
Dedicated to Ghibli.
Dedicated to Ghibli.
I need to go to Japan.
You can literally walk through scenes from their movies.
Oh my God.
It's amazing.
That's incredible.
And to top it all off, just this year, in 2024, Ghibli received an honorary Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival.
Wow.
That's like a huge deal.
That is a huge deal.
Yeah, it's like the Oscars, but for cool art house films.
Exactly.
So they've really made their mark on the world.
Absolutely.
But you can't really talk about Ghibli without talking about the man behind it all.
Hayao Miyazaki.
Hayao Miyazaki, the legend.
Yeah.
So he was born way back in 1941 in Tokyo.
Okay.
And even his family background is interesting.
Oh, really?
Like his dad owned an aircraft parts manufacturing company.
Oh, wow.
Called Miyazaki Aircraft.
What?
Which even did stuff for the Japanese government during the war. So that early exposure to airplanes definitely influenced him.
Yeah.
You can see it in his movie.
In all the flying scenes?
Right. Like the amazing detail in Porco Rosso.
Oh, yeah.
He's clearly obsessed with flight.
Right from the start.
And during the war, his family had to move around.
Oh.
They spent some time in Utsunomiya City.
Okay.
And some people think that those experiences might have influenced the forest landscapes in Totoro.
Oh, wow.
Maybe those were the forests he explored as a kid.
That would make sense.
Now, his mom also had a big impact on him.
Okay.
She had spinal tuberculosis for a really long time, from 1947 to 1955. She was even hospitalized for 3 years.
That's a long time.
And some people see those difficult family dynamics reflected in Totoro.
Oh, yeah, with the sisters.
Yeah, like the strength of the two sisters while their mom's away.
That's interesting.
It adds this whole other layer to the film.
It does.
So then comes this huge turning point for him.
Okay.
In 1958, he sees Japan's first full-length color anime film, Hakujaden.
Okay.
Also known as The Tale of the White Serpent.
Okay.
And this movie just blew him away.
Wow.
Before that, he thought he wanted to be a manga artist. But after seeing Hakujaden, he was all about animation.
He found his calling.
He did.
That's so cool.
So he graduates with a degree in political economy.
Oh, interesting.
Which is kind of random.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then he joins Toei Animation in 1963.
Okay.
He starts as an in-betweener.
An in-betweener?
Yeah, so basically they draw the frames that go between the key animated poses to make the movement look smooth. So he's working on films like Adventure in Arabia, Puss in Boots, Animal Treasure Island, paying his dues, learning the ropes.
Starting from the ground up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then in 1971, he moves over to A-Pro.
Okay.
And he teams up with Takahata again.
The dream team is back.
To co-direct Lupin the Third-Parter.
Oh, cool.
And in 1978, he directs his first TV series.
Okay.
Future Boy Conan.
I haven't seen that one.
You should check it out.
Okay.
And then in 1979, his first theatrical feature film.
Oh, wow.
Lupin the Third, The Castle of Cagliostro.
He was busy.
He was building up quite a resume.
Yeah, even before Ghibli.
Now, throughout his career, you see these themes that he keeps coming back to.
Okay, like what?
Like the relationship between humanity and nature,
right,
technology, and pacifism.
Interesting.
And he's really good at creating strong female characters.
Oh, yeah.
Like Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service.
Such a good character.
San from Princess Mononoke. They're not just damsels in distress.
No, they're powerful.
They drive the story.
Yeah.
So then after co-founding Ghibli,
right, he
directs Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind.
Okay.
Which was kind of like a pre-Ghibli film.
Right.
And then he goes on to make all these iconic movies. My Neighbor Totoro.
Yes.
Princess Mononoke. Spirited Away.
Love that one.
Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
The list goes on.
So many good movies.
His filmography is insane.
It is.
And he's won so many awards.
He deserves them all.
An Oscar for Spirited Away.
Wow.
An honorary Oscar. He was named a person of cultural merit by the Japanese government.
That's amazing.
And he even won the Ramon Magsaysay Award.
Wow.
So he's a global icon.
He is.
Not just in animation, but in film in general.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that's really interesting about him is his love for hand-drawn animation.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's a real traditionalist.
In a way.
In 2008, he said, animation needs pencils, needs human hands to draw.
That's a great quote.
And Ghibli actually closed their CGI department in 2009.
Really?
Even though they still use computers for things like scanning and coloring. But the core animation.
It's got to be hand-drawn.
Yeah, it's all about that human touch for him.
It makes a difference.
Now, his relationship with his son Goro has been a bit rocky. Especially after Goro's directorial debut, Tales from Earthsea, which Miyazaki was not a fan of.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's a tough situation for both of them.
I bet.
But, you know, family dynamics can be complicated.
It can.
And when you add creative legacies on top of that, it can get messy.
Yeah.
But one thing that's undeniable is Miyazaki's love for nature and his commitment to environmental protection.
You see it in his film.
You see it everywhere, especially in Princess Mononoke.
Right.
It's not just a backdrop. It's a central theme.
Yeah.
And then there's his fascination with aviation history.
Okay.
Which really shines through in The Wind Rises.
Which is about
Jiro Horikoshi, the aircraft designer.
Oh, cool.
It's like a love letter to airplanes.
Yeah.
But here's the funny thing. Miyazaki himself rarely flies.
Really?
I know. It's like he channels all his dreams of flying to his movies.
It's like he's living vicariously through his characters.
Exactly.
That's really interesting.
Now, Miyazaki has had a huge influence on other animators and directors.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like he's super close with John Lasseter.
From Pixar.
Yeah. And you can see his influence in so many animated films that have come out since.
He's like the godfather of modern animation.
He's a true visionary.
Yeah.
But he's also not afraid to criticize the modern anime industry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's said that he finds some of the newer stuff to be too commercial and lacking depth.
He's got high standards.
He does.
He wants it to be meaningful.
He wants animation to be more than just entertainment.
I respect that.
So now let's talk about the big mystery.
Okay.
The retirements and the comebacks.
The never-ending cycle.
Why does he keep doing this?
It's baffling.
It's a combination of things.
Okay.
It's his personality. His passion for creating.
Right.
The pressure of his work.
I bet.
And the expectations everyone has of him.
Yeah, it's a lot to unpack.
It is. So, first of all, he just can't seem to stop creating.
Really?
Like, even as he gets older, he's talked about how he feels empty when he tries to retire.
Oh, wow.
His mind is always buzzing with new ideas.
Yeah.
After The Wind Rises, he said he was done.
Okay.
That was his last film.
Right.
And then what does he do? He makes a short film.
What was it called?
Burrow the Caterpillar.
Okay.
And then he announces a new feature film.
Which one?
How Do You Live?
So he can't help himself.
He can't. He literally said in a documentary, I can't stop drawing. It's the reason I'm alive.
Wow.
Like, for him, creating is essential.
Is that breathing?
Yeah. And then there's his perfectionism.
Oh, yeah.
He's such a perfectionist.
He's got such high standards.
The highest, he always feels like he could have done more. Like with The Wind Rises, he felt like he didn't fully explore all the themes he wanted to.
Oh, interesting.
He's always striving for more.
Right.
He even said, I always feel I can do better.
Wow.
So it's hard for him to let go.
Yeah, he's his own worst critic.
Now, of course, making these films is incredibly demanding, especially hand-drawn animation.
Yeah.
So his health is a factor, too.
Right.
In 2013, he mentioned his eyesight. And his hands were getting tired.
Mm-hmm.
He was 72 at the time.
Yeah.
So he wanted to slow down.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But then he gets some rest.
Okay.
And that creative spark comes back.
It's hard to extinguish that fire.
It is. And when he announced his return in 2017, he simply said, I still have time. Maybe I can make one more.
He's unstoppable.
He can't resist.
Yeah. And then there's the whole issue of Ghibli itself. Like, their success is so tied to him.
Every time he says he's retiring, it creates this huge challenge for the studio.
Yeah. Who's going to lead them?
Exactly. And after his 2014 retirement, they actually stopped making feature films for a while.
Wow.
They only started up again when he came back.
So they really need him.
They do.
Yeah.
Toshio Suzuki even joked that Miyazaki returned because everyone needs him.
He's the heart and soul of Ghibli.
He is.
Yeah.
And then there's this thing where Miyazaki isn't totally happy.
Okay.
With the current state of the anime industry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said that he thinks some of the newer stuff is lacking depth.
Right.
And he's been critical of some of the younger directors.
Including his son.
Including his son.
Right.
So it's like he feels this responsibility to come back.
Okay.
And show them how it's done.
To set the standard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like when he came back in 2017, he said he wanted to make a film that was more philosophical for young people.
Okay.
Which became How Do You Live?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like he's trying to guide the next generation.
To pass on his wisdom.
Yeah, now let's look at some specific examples.
Okay.
After Princess Mononoke, he hinted at retiring.
Okay.
He was exhausted.
Yeah.
And he wanted to give new talent a chance.
Right.
But then a few years later, he directs Spirited Away.
Oh, wow.
And he says, I found I still had stories to tell.
He couldn't stay away.
He couldn't.
Yeah.
And then there was the big retirement announcement.
After the Wind Rises.
After the Wind Rises.
Yeah.
He called it his last film.
Okay.
He cited his age and the pressure. It was a whole emotional press conference. And we all thought that was it.
Right.
But then he starts working on Boro the Caterpillar.
The short film.
Yeah.
He just can't stop.
And then he confirms a new feature film.
How Do You Live?
And he says retirement life was too boring.
He needs to be creating.
He does. Right? It's in his blood.
It's in his DNA.
Yeah.
And then after How Do You Live, which came out in 2023.
Ghibli actually denied any further retirement plans.
Oh, wow.
Toshio Suzuki even said that Miyazaki is already thinking about new projects.
He's 82 years old.
I know.
And he's still going.
It's like he's going to be making films until the day he dies.
That's amazing.
It's inspiring.
It is.
Now, over the years, his retirements have become this kind of running joke.
Oh, yeah.
Like everyone knows he's going to come back.
Right.
Even Suzuki has joked. When he says he's retiring, we all know he'll be back.
They're used to it by now.
They are.
Yeah.
And Miyazaki himself has said these contradictory things.
Oh, like what?
Like he said that drawing is painful.
Okay.
But he's also said that not drawing is even more painful.
So he's torn.
It's a struggle.
Yeah.
But ultimately, that need to create always wins.
Always.
Now his wife, Akemi Ota, who's also an animator.
Oh, wow.
Has reportedly encouraged him to retire.
Yeah, for his health?
For his health.
Right.
But she also understands his passion. And she supported his comebacks.
It's a balancing act.
It is.
Yeah.
So basically, Miyazaki retires and then unretires because he loves animation.
Right.
He's a perfectionist.
Yeah.
He feels responsible for Ghibli. And he just can't sit still.
He's a force of nature.
He's a creative force.
Absolutely.
And that's what makes him so fascinating.
It does.
Okay, now for something completely different.
Okay, hit me.
It has now OpenAI's stance on all of this is a little tricky.
How so?
They're saying that while they try to prevent the AI from copying living artists, they're allowing studio styles because they consider those to be like fan works. So they're trying to walk this fine line between protecting artists and allowing for creative expression.
It's a tough balance.
It is.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Hayao Miyazaki hates AI in art.
Oh, really?
Like, really hates it.
Wow.
Back in 2016, he saw an AI animation demo.
Okay.
And he called it very disgusting.
Oh, my God.
He said it was an insult to life itself.
Wow. He's not holding back.
He's not. So I can only imagine how he feels about this whole Ghiblizing trend.
I bet he's not happy.
He's probably fuming.
Yeah.
And legally speaking, it's a gray area.
Oh, how so?
So style itself isn't copyrightable.
Okay.
But if the AI is generating images that are like really, really similar to specific Ghibli works.
Okay.
And some artists have spoken out against this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like Carla Ortiz.
Okay.
She's been involved in lawsuits against AI art generators. And she's accused OpenAI of exploiting artists.
Wow.
And using Ghibli's name to promote their product.
That's a serious accusation.
It is. And OpenAI is actually facing other lawsuits.
Oh, wow.
Including one from the New York Times.
Over copyright.
Over copyright.
Wow.
So this whole AI art thing is a legal minefield right now.
It's the Wild West out there.
And that's a wrap on this episode of Sip and Talk. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. And we'll see you next time for another deep dive into the unknown.